We're Zadi Down. This is Michiana Pizza Review.
Hey Zoddies, episode 82. We went to Cottage and Pizza in South Bend. Didn't really have any information on this place other than we knew that it was in a plaza on Indiana State Road 23, right by Notre Dame-ish. So, just by Ironwood. It was local enough. We wanted to go do some fun stuff at the Scream Park, so we wanted to stay pretty close.
It was really fun. Stream Park.
Oh yeah, we did all the fun stuff.
We did four, except one wasn't open. It was like
we digress.
Yeah.
Some kind of a zombie robot cowboy thing with guns. It was like interactive, like paintballs or something. Okay. Anywho. Anyway. So went there. Wasn't sure if they even had dine-in available. I couldn't find anything online if they had tables or not. So we just ordered a carry-out, and we took a couple bites there, and we just ate in the car a little bit. And then we scurried over and did a Scream Park thing. It was about thin crust, sausage, mushroom, garlic, as always. As I dug in a little bit further, I started realizing that it was more of a chain. I knew there was another location in Niles. I didn't know how expansive this place was, so this could have been included in Chainsaw Massacre had this one existed when Chainsaw Massacre existed or happened. But we never want to do Chainsaw Massacre again because it wasn't fun for us. There was a lot of pizza.
Papa John's kind of was good.
Papa John's was okay. Anyway, this pizza place was founded in 1948. It expanded, started doing franchising in 1975. So up to that point, it was only in Ann Arbor, Michigan, which that's home of University of Michigan. You know what that means. Boo. As I take a drink out of a cup from the franchised pizza place from my campus, IU. Shameless plug. IU 6-0. Michigan's not. May only happen a couple times in my lifetime that I get to say that IU's better than Michigan, so yeah!
IU's way better than Michigan.
Well, in our hearts, especially.
Not a lot of people's hearts.
But this is Michiana Pizza Review, so we do have we have Michigan fans, not a lot. We only have like a few viewers, but real Hoosiers know and real pizza people know. We get it going for them. Anyway, so what did you think of it there? What were some of the characteristics that you enjoyed?
I thought it was like it was good, and, but it seemed probably better because I was starving too.
I told her not to be biased because of how hungry she was, and I was like, "Hey, you got to take that into account." I was like, "Just have a couple bites, maybe get your second piece before you start critiquing it after your hunger pangs were a little bit subsided."
Yeah. I thought the sausage was good, but I like crumbled sausage better.
She does. Of course.
Yeah. So I thought the sausage was good, but on my second piece, I didn't have my whole entire second piece, but I had basically most of it. But the sausage, I was just I kind of took it off the pizza on the second piece because I was just eh.
I've noticed a trend. She only does that in pizza places that are actually franchises. You did it to almost all the pizza places that were chains. The pizza chain places you were.
Yeah, huh?
Oh yeah. So there's a trend. She doesn't like sausage from chain places.
No.
I thought the sausage. She was actually okay with the sausage. She just didn't want it in the amount that was on there. She was fine with it. I thought the sausage was fine. It served as sausage. It's not like, oh my gosh. It's very middle of the road sausage, which it's fine. That's why we get the pizza.
It was just fine sausage. It was just okay, whatever.
Yeah, it's cool. They do source as locally as possible for all their ingredients. Midwest grains, their tomatoes, all their ingredients, Wisconsin cheese. So they're not going. They're trying to stay local, which I appreciate. That's kind of nice. Keep the local economies pumping. But I think it was. I mean, for a chain pizza, I think it was pretty darn good for a chain. I want to preface that. What was your score while we were there?
3.75.
I gave it a 3. I actually thought their sauce was pretty good, but
And the crisp got me the most probably.
So it was the crispiness was nice, but their thin crust is like a chain thin crust. I mean, it is pretty similar. It's almost. I mean,
it is. It basically
Jets is a chain based out of Michigan as well, and it reminded me of their thin crust a little bit, and that's the one that won Chainsaw
It's
Massacre.
very thin. You can definitely tell that.
Yeah.
And it's like dirty sugar.
Yeah. So let's see what we got here. As always, 370, 4 to 5 minutes. Checking the doneness of the cheese in the air fryer. They did have all the other chain places that we did in the Chainsaw Massacre did not have garlic as a choice for a topping. All you chains out there, garlic as a topping. This place did. So I'm giving them a nod.
I mean,
It erases the knock of them being founded from Ann Arbor because they had minced garlic. That negated, so then we're back to square one. You're not getting negatively docked for being from Ann Arbor. And I will be seeing those people in Columbus, Ohio for the Ohio State Team Up North game. Yeah. What are you doing?
I'm just looking at the sausage.
We'll hold my thoughts until I get to the crust. Yeah. They also did another thing is they'll brush the edge of it. And they brush the edge of it with some garlicky Parmesan butter. So that's kind of nice. I will note it was a little bit heavy on the sauce when we had it there. And I was worried that the heaviness of the sauce was going to cause this.
If you look really close, you can see that little garlic.
Yes, there's garlic on there. The heaviness of the sauce from there is what's causing floppiness. I'm not getting a whole lot of crisp on this reheat. When this happens, as I've stated before in previous episodes, put a little bit of an oil spray, like a buttery Pam or canola oil, into a pan, and then put it in the air fryer for 3.5 minutes or so, and get the pan super duper hot. Throw it on the skillet and just let it crisp up on there, and it'll help you crisp. But that would be going away from our reheating. Keeping all variables aside, we still have to reheat it the same way. Okay, get your crust in. Let's start getting your... Alright, now we're cooking. Alright. Did it go up or down?
I want to say it went up, but it's stayed the same at the same time. So I'm just going to say it stayed the same.
Okay. Do you think it reheated fine?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to be a little bit more critical of this. It went down for me. You say the same. I thought it went down.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
The heaviness of the sauce.
No.
If you're going to... Oh, no. If you're going to eat the entire thing that day and not do it reheated...
Well, I feel like the crust was better there.
That's what I'm saying. I'm getting
That's what the hint that I'm getting, but which that stayed me the same, because it's just...
Because it still has garlic, so it couldn't get that much worse. Yeah. But we digress from the point. I'll say it probably went down to a 2.5. I don't want a floppy pizza. I don't mean to be critical. For chain pizza, it very well may have gone up against Jets and beaten it in the championship.
What do we rate Jets?
We didn't rate them on a point scale. It was Chainsaw Massacre as a tournament. Yeah, I'm giving it a 2.5. If the sauce was a little bit lighter, it would have prevented the crust from getting overly soggy. So in the reheat, we wouldn't have had to. You wouldn't have to cook it more.
Man, that
to get
ice
it,
wins.
Yeah, you wouldn't have to reheat it more, which would then over brown the cheese to make the crust crisp again. Which That's where the skillet comes in. If you have the opportunity to do both, get it going in the air fryer, get the cheese bubbling, put it in the skillet for a minute so we get it crisp. Yeah. For a chain, I mean, if you're flying by getting a pizza and chain pizza, they got a deal going on, go for it. We just have so many more options.
But if you look really close, you can see all of that garlic. But what? I was just saying.
Yeah, it's got garlic. That helps. Don't get me wrong.
It helps a lot.
It does.
I mean, like, the crust is usually the main part.
The crust?
Kind of, like, it's...
The crust makes it. That's what we're literally in this. The crust is the foundation. Without the foundation, you can't build the house. You get it?
Like on the face of makeup. Or makeup, whatever. Because there's foundation for makeup.
That's essentially the same concept. All right, so...
I don't use foundation. So.
You are a child. You do not need foundation. You are a beautiful little girl. What the deuce? All right. Final composite score 3.25 out of 5. Like I said, this is for the thin crust. If they had a little bit less sauce, could have been higher. I don't think it was going to improve either way on the reheat. I think they hit the ceiling. It was prepared correctly with what the pizza was. So it was either marginally going to stay the same or go down on the reheat just because it's like in basketball, you got somebody. He's not quick enough, but if he can get his jump shot off, it usually goes in. They made the jump shot, but they're not that great on defense. So you rotate them in when all the starters go out. Getting the time before halftime so starters can get back in there with some fresh legs. That'd be the equivalent of this. You're in a pinch. You got to pick up a pizza quick. Do that. Like, let's say Rocco's isn't open on Monday, Tuesday, blah, blah. There you go. A lot of pizza places aren't open on Monday. There you go. It is a rotational player sitting midway through the bench. Not quite a Danny Green. More closely like a Della Vadova. She's not going to understand. Congrats, Danny Green retired. It's NBA terms. We did some football stuff. Throw some NBA in there. Everybody wins. Anyway, go IU. That's the final score, 3.25 composite score. Like I said, better there, fresh than reheated, but use a skillet to reheat it if you have more to reheat. Cheesy bread's not bad though. I'll give them that.
Yeah.
Cheesy bread's pretty good.
It was.
And they had 2 liters of Orange Crush, which made me happy. Anyway, yeah, and then petting zoo, went to the zoo. You got to go to all the screamy parks. Yeah, you got to do all the fun stuff. Anyway, we'll see you guys next time. Hopefully next time we sign on, IU's record is still better than Michigan's. See you guys.